we're going to talk a little bit real quickly here about my favorite show. And that was when I first saw you, I was like, oh, Nashville. And I was just like so excited. When this role came about, and I know that you said the script was amazing, you loved it. I mean, tell me a little bit about the experience being on that show. It did. It was just so much fun to watch you. And I mean, the villains, the heroes.
Nashville was a life-changing experience in so many ways. It was the hardest I ever had to fight to get a job and to keep a job.
Got it.
And I was tested in every single way that you could be tested. And I loved the people that I worked with. It was very much a family, and all families are incredibly dysfunctional.
Yes.
And it was, it changed my life in the most beautiful ways. And it, I think coming to this city and being embraced the way that we were, having such an incredibly talented cast, we got to go everywhere and meet everybody. I mean, they basically gave us the keys to the city. It was so much fun. And at the same time, I was going through a divorce. I had a child melting down. They were all in LA. I was having an identity crisis. I mean, it was just everything. I ended up meeting the love of my life. I mean, it was 5 years of such intensity in the highest highs and the lowest lows. And I am so grateful to that show and Callie Corey and RJ Cutler, who they wrote it and brought it together, to Connie and to Hayden and to Chip and to, there were so many just absolutely amazing people. And I would say we had the greatest crew.
Okay, I get to ask this question because I was such a fan of the show. Hello, what happened to the last season? I mean, meaning that we were all like waiting, and then blah.
Yeah, well, there were, when the show was dropped by ABC, and ABC and Lionsgate, it was always a very tumultuous relationship with them. And then it moved on to country music, CMT, country music television, which was probably always from the start a better fit, but everything changed. The entire writing staff changed. The showrunners changed. The way that writers work is they get paid by the new characters that they create. So characters get dropped because nobody's going to make money off of it. It's kind of a, I learned a lot on this show of, I love my industry so much, the business practices of my industry, as we've seen highlighted, in the last few years, and certainly through the strike. It's really out of balance. It really could use some course correction. Yes. And I'm not going to pretend that that is not the case. I'm done with playing that game. I will not be going along to go along.
I saw your,
I'll
did
play if you want to play, but I'm not going to pretend I'm not. I see.
I saw the last post on X and it was like, really? I was 2 weeks late and all of a sudden now you can't vote.
Oh yeah. Well, that
mind-blowing.
Was crazy. Yeah, I was, I didn't realize even that I was late paying my dues. I always pay my dues.
It doesn't even matter.
Not a deal at all.
I mean, 40 years in the industry.
A major contract that we were going to be voting on. And they're like, yeah, you're 2 weeks late. It's like, go back and look at the history of me in this industry. I mean, I would say after COVID, we all lost our minds. I don't know about you. I can't keep track of anything anymore. It's really
it's crazy. Well, it's almost like we lost that entire year to 2 years. Yeah. It seems like, we go, what year was that again?
The industry adopted measures that I was not I was not down with. And so, I was definitely sidelined.